It's a usual suspect thing.
Usual suspect.
It's a usual suspect thing. It's a
usualsuspect6.com.
Say what?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive. It's your boy Ack Reacher with another episode of the Jab Jamboree, produced by the LDBC, executive produced by the Full Berserker Clan. Don't mind the back. I ain't get to the living room yet, y'all. Then my kitchen. Unpack that. I ain't get to my living room yet. Y'all see a little bit of the boxes. I still got my leaf blower in the box. Shit crazy, man. But let's talk about the fight. I did a little upload last night. I didn't like how the audio came out, so I went to redo it real quick. I'm not gonna go too in depth. I might be making the same type of points when I get on my brother 503's live in the morning, because I'm definitely expecting 503. Salute to my brother to do a live this morning. Just want to say, great fight. Great fight. Salute Omega Red. Salute to my OG Omega Red. Been holding me down for a minute now. Salute Omega Red. Ah, man. You know what? Let's talk about Boots. Let's talk about Boots first, real quick. Like I said, I'm going to be going. He said 503 hung over this morning. You ain't lying. You know what, Omega Red? If he don't go on like 11:30, if he go on 12, I'm gonna be like, all right, you going on a little bit too late. I like when he do it. Well, my time. Well, it'll be 11 his time. It'll be 12 my time. I like when he goes on 10. Like 10:30, because that'd be 11:30 my time, and everybody's like really just waking up. So yeah. Let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. So Boots went against Castaño Clayton, and I guess the thumbnail that salute to my brother BFTB made with the croutons being crushed by the Timberland boots. It's very accurate by BFTB. Very accurate, because he always calls them crouton Clayton, so he had the croutons getting crushed by the Timberland boots, and I thought that was very appropriate, because that's just what happened. You know what? A person told me with supreme confidence too. They was like, you know what? I don't think he gonna stop him the first round. He gonna stop him the second round. And guess what? This person later that day switched their pick and said, nah, Ack, I got it in 4. And they was right. They would have been a straight up profit to me. I might even had to give them something, because that's crazy, bro. Like, for you to get 2 fights right in a row, that wouldn't have made no sense. I would have had to go question my damn self, like, you've been hanging around me too long. But almost quadruple points. That's kind of crazy. I never seen that done in one day. None of the brothers, they can lie to you all they want. I will remember. Nobody did that. But this person didn't either, because they switched to the 4th round. It don't matter what you did before. And I'm teasing this person, but I gotta give him credit, because damn, I would have been like, damn, like that's crazy, because Boots didn't play no games with him. I like what Boots did after the fight. Let's talk about that. Like I said, I'm not trying to stay on too long. I'm gonna just get into like the good stuff real quick. I'm not even gonna hold you, like we say in New York. I ain't gonna hold you. After the fight, when he knocks out, he said, well, Omega Red, salute Bruce Gas, salute OG, my fault, always stick with your gut feeling. You right, that messed me up, because I should have put money, you right, Omega Red, and everybody was like, nah, don't waste your money, Ack. Apologies, y'all. Fucking like 4 damn near minutes passed, man. Had to reset the router. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to believe that it was gonna work. But anyway, Jerome Boots in this, you know what I mean? He made quick. He made quick, easy work of Castaño Clayton. Um, gotta admit, it did. Gotta admit, it did kind of look like Earl said. He kind of laid down a little bit. It just kind of seemed like that. He didn't try to do anything. You know what I mean? So when Boots was like, he trying to bait the what he say, the big fish out of the salt water or something like that. I thought that was real funny. I thought that I could tell he he got that from his pops. I love Boots' pops, yo. I love his dad, man. He remind me of like one of them old dads that's always gonna be young for like ever. I feel like that's how my bro 78 would have been if his son was boxing and he was a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You can't, or even like one of his favorite fighter, Fernando Vargas. And salute to him and his sons. I didn't get to watch the youngest son fight. I wanted to see the youngest son. He's supposed to be the best one out of them. They talk a lot of trash. They talked about Earl, actually. The oldest son said, yeah, my dad is from the days where they actually fought each other. You know what I mean? All the best fought each other. Not like Earl Spence not fighting, what's his name, Crawford. I was like, no, he didn't. And you around Earl's weight class. He came in 151, so I know he's like either going to be 147 or 154. He gonna be in that weight class, so he's like 5'11. He ain't small neither. But the older brother, to me, he seemed like he got the most power. He seemed like he got the most power. But let me get back to Boots and Earl. I thought that was real entertaining. I thought that I like that after the fight, and like Earl said, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He said, but Earl was saying basically, you don't want to bait. He's like, you don't want to bait me in, basically, telling him like, you don't want to bait me in. That's not what you want to do. Salute to my bro Derek Bailey. Salute, bro, where you been at? And salute to my brother Jay Steels. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much on it because I'm going to be probably back on 503s. If 503 ain't too hungover or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely touch on that. But I thought that was cool. Can I ask y'all something? Where the fuck is Keith Thurman? This is why all of y'all that be thinking that Keith Thurman deserve a fight, where he at now when everybody done with their fights and done? Basically, where's he at when everybody done with their homework? Why you not outside? You had a lot to say when everybody see, and y'all got to pay attention to that, yo. That's why I don't be wanting to reward somebody like him, because he's very transparent. And y'all think just because of 2016, nah, bro, nah, man. Don't ever bring him up to me because I'm arguing with anybody, friend, family, girl, whatever. Don't bring him up to me because I'm gonna argue with you, and you're gonna lose the argument. I'm going to be honest with you. Because where's he at this point right now? What can you say to defend him right now? He was talking crazy when everybody had a fight lined up. Himself included. That's when he was the most vocal. Somebody tell me where is he at right now, because I'm ready to bring, the LDBC is ready to bring back the electric chair in night court. I always said I wouldn't do that because that's too grueling for a man. You know what I'm saying? But I think we're actually going to bring the electric chair back to night court. Just for Keith Thurman. This is crazy, man. And this is exactly what I be talking about. Don't bring him up to me, man. Don't bring, unless he's on the chopping block for somebody to build off of, like a Boots or a Virgil Ortiz. Don't bring him up to me, man. I don't want to see him fighting nobody lower the way he been talking. Where is he at? You got to pay attention to that. Where is he at? He had a lot to say when everybody was booked up. That's like I'm supposed to spar some dude, you know what I mean, somewhere, you know, I'm at his gym. Oh, he's coming. He never come, right? Then when I get on the airplane, I'm here. He go live. Where Ack at? I'm here. I was there for like an hour. I went live before you. All the people was calling you soft. Because I was already there on time too, on some military shit. 5 minutes on time. But yeah. Now let me go to my bro Mel Charlo. You know, I'm really proud of him. A lot of people don't like him, and that leads them to not seeing what his actual abilities are in the ring. I'm going to tell y'all, like I told y'all before, do not let your heart affect your mind. I'm going to say it again. Do not let your heart affect your mind. A lot of people in the culture, they do that. You got to stop doing that, because people starting questioning your intelligence as far as when it comes to boxing, not overall as a person, when it comes to your boxing knowledge. So you got to stop doing that, especially if you're a boxaholic and you talk about this boxing every day. Even if you don't like a person, do it on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know a person is truly going to win, just say, I don't do what Kano Loco do. I just don't want to talk about the fight. I'd rather you, like I said, I'd rather you do that than you just saying, nah, he ain't going to win because da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Because like I said, there was points brought up and people be thinking just because you get in a person's head that's the end all be all of the fight. That's wrong. That's not what happened. I seen many of dudes, just like Mac brought up. Salute to my bro. Stay ready. Many of dudes get into Mel Charlo's head. Shit, I could go back to a fight we watched together in the Gap. Me, Steels, and 503. When Charles Hadley at the press conference and the weigh-in. They remember Charles Hadley getting all in Mel's head. What Mel do? Step back, do a right hand sculpt him. And I gotta admit one thing. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Not even all of the adjustments impressed me, because I seen him do that in the second Tony Harrison fight. That ain't even what impressed me. What impressed me was the stamina. The stamina is what really, really impressed me. Salute, Black Swan. The stamina impressed the shit out of me, yo. Like, he was moving for like 9 rounds. And he, even though I agree with Abner when he said, yo, he needs to stop boxing as much and he could stand there now because he's weakening. And I agreed with him on that because I seen it too. But Mel was still kind of moving. And I was like, damn, this is like the 10th, going into the 10th round. He's still able to move like that. Stamina was ridiculous, bro. That's what impressed me. I know he could have been in the 15-round era. I know he could have been in the just by him being able to move like that. You don't see too many dudes. They start really getting tired. He was able to move until late in the fight. And another thing that was said that was true. He's one of those fighters. He does well late in the fight. I think he might be the best at adapting late into a fight in this era. It's between him and Terrence Crawford. But I'll say Mel over him only because I've seen it more with Mel. I feel like when I see Crawford do it, he, unless it's a really good opponent, he'll get them out in the middle to the beginning. But if it's somebody like a Sean Porter, you see, it was like 10th round, and there ain't too many. That's why I gotta say, like Mel, he got a plethora of dudes like that. Like he's to me better at adjusting late, definitely. He's a Marine. Trill Will would like that. Trill Will and my sister Shelly, she would like that. I'm saying that, like, yo, he's a Marine, solid. Can't, you know what I mean? Like when it come to the ring, that shit didn't mean nothing. All of that USA and Argentina and Castaño coming there clean and being calm didn't mean nothing. Ultimately, he got out of there late, just like Tony Harrison. And like I told y'all, I'm going with the knockout artist, baby. I'm not picking against. You heard what I told my brothers. He said, "What the scope?" All right, so Black Swan. Around the time Dillian White, it was the Dillian White Povetkin first fight. Basically, when you get scoped, that means like Eddie Hearn would call chinned. You got knocked down or knocked out. Basically you ain't make the count. You got scoped. You got dropped on the mat, and either you didn't get up or you barely got up. So that's what scope means. Like when I say a person got scoped, basically you got knocked the F out. Basically. But that definitely came to pass in that fight. It definitely happened in that Povetkin, because Povetkin fucking scoped. Like Jesus. Even though he lost the second one, I don't care. That was the prettiest uppercut. It was between Tank with Leo Santa Cruz and Povetkin that year. Black Swan started laughing. Ain't that a fight where that will be the birth of my terminology, scoped? That's that type of fight. That it had to be Tank or it had to be Povetkin. That motherfucker got scoped. It's something about Dillian White. He's a good person to fight. Like if I was training the heavyweight, I would love for, and I'd be like, yo, just do this, do that. Like if it was KG, it would be such a pretty highlight reel on your knockout when you knock Dillian White out. He's just one of those guys, him, Amir Khan. It just looks real nice, like when you knock them out. See, I can't say that about somebody like Leo Santa Cruz because he never got out of there before, even though he did get scoped. But yeah, gotta get him at it. Gotta give what's the name credit more with the short left hook. Got him at it. I seen him breaking down too. I wanted him to hold on one more round so I could get my double points. I swear to God, yo. I swear to God. I was like, yo, Castaño, get up, you bitch ass motherfucker. Excuse me, y'all. I'll be the curse, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I was really cursing at TV, like, get up, man. Damn, yo. And you know what that tells me too? A lot got taken out of that fight. A lot in the first fight. A lot got taken out of him in the first fight. Like those punches that Mel was hitting him with and him hurting him like that took a lot out of him. It's messed up, man. 7th undisputed champion, man. And I'm going to say another thing, and then this is going to be my last talking point, and then I'm going to celebrate with my Texas brothers. I'm going to celebrate with my Texas brother and Steels. Steels, aren't you glad you listened to me, Steels? I should have never said that to your ass. Because I'm the reason why you changed your pick, Steels. You remember when I made you feel bad? I said, Steels, you've been on a little fake little streak. I said it'll be I'm glad that you picking opposite of me in this fight. Even though you did get the Castillo Clayton one wrong. We was picking that one because that was the title eliminated. That was the only other one that we was picking. But you was like, damn, I can't get two wrong. But Steels was going with what's the name at first, but I'm glad you converted, brother. I'm glad you changed your mind. Because look what happened. Got scoped. Straight up. It was a late reaction. It was like one of them, getting scoped from far and the person don't drop right away. Yeah, it was one of those. But ultimately, you know what I mean? Mel did his thing. And he didn't do it with any controversy. He got him out of it. That's what makes it even more beautiful. Now, this is my last talking point. I don't want to get off topic. He said, I can't lie. I can't wait to see Castaño fight against others. He said that he might move up anyway. I think he's going to go. I don't think if he come back to 54, I'll be surprised. I'm not going to assume. This is just what I heard last night. He wanted to go up to 60 or something like that. Yo, morning, Felix Nunez, Jersey in the building. In the building. So they had both number one contenders for the WBC belt and the WBO belt. So they had, and this is just in case, I had to talk about this in case my bros didn't bring this up because this is something I wanted to talk about. They had Sebastian Fundora there. He's a WBC mandatory. And they had, of course, a 2-year mandatory for the WBO, Tim Casazoo. I didn't know Tim Casazoo's hands got injured. He was punching very hard against Terrell Goucher. His hands was busted or whatever. And I respect him. This is why I like Tim Casazoo. He ain't no bitch. See, George Kambosos is a bitch. Tim Casazoo, he is second generation boxer, so he know it mean more to him for him not to be a bitch. You know what I mean? Like he straight up said, I want the winner, but he said, I really want Mel to win. He said, because he really wants Jermell Charlo. Wanting to challenge himself, bro. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's why I don't got nothing bad to say about him. He was like, yo, I want Mel. He wanted Mel to win. And it would be a bigger fight, even if I don't want Mel to do it in Australia. He don't have to. He got all of the belts. I know Casazoo, he already over here, so I know he don't mind. And then Sebastian Fundora. Now, I'm going to say this, and some people may not like it. I know what Red is going to say. Fight your 2-year mandatory. If you're going to stay, because I heard you talk about 162, and you and your brother been in the same weight class before. It's either, it goes two ways for me. I'd rather you either move up to 60, step on your brother's toes so that he can leave, because he will leave. I do believe he will finally go up to 68 if his brother goes to 60. I don't think he'll do it right away, but I do believe he'll leave. Or stay there and fight Tim Casazoo for the bread. Don't fight Sebastian Fundora. Fuck that. I know you could win, but you may not come back the same after that fight. I'm just keeping it real. I still think Mel scoped him late. That's going to be another late one. Trust me. I've been calling it right with his fights damn near. You know what I mean? I was a round off. You know what I mean? I just think that it's going to be more grueling because he's taller. He's gonna have to work himself more in, even though Mel got a good reach. Nah, bro, fuck that. Even though I know Red would be like, nah, fight Sebastian Fundora. Fight Sebastian Fundora. Nah, Tim Kasazu deserve it. If we are gonna fight mandatories, and this is not even me protecting him. He been the mandatory for 2 years. I watched him become the mandatory. Shout out to my brother Steels for putting me on with Tim Kasazu, because I didn't even know Kasazu's son was fighting. And I've been watching him ever since, around like a good 2-3 years ago. And I watched him at 4 a.m. against Jeff Horn. Steels remember. He been the mandatory for 2 years. It's only fair. I'm being fair about it. Sebastian Fundora, you gotta wait. You just became the mandatory, bro. And the way Mauricio Sulaiman was hugging Charlo, and he gave Charlo his own fucking teddy bear and shit like that, Charlo ain't gonna have to worry about that mandatory. He's the WBO. Like he said, I never met the WBO. Looking forward to meeting them. You know what I'm saying? So go for that. Go for that. And it's a bigger fight. You fighting the son of a legend. Go for that, bro. Don't mess around with Sebastian Fundora. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. I need that clip, Red. I gotta keep it real, Red. I would have played the clip right now if you had it queued up for me. He's all wrong for us, babe. He's all wrong for us. I seen a man. He said, I seen you punish that man and beat him like I never seen a man get beat before. And the man kept coming. I know what you're thinking. Let it go. He said, we don't need that kind of man in our life. Well, Mel, and like I said, it's not that I know you'll beat him. I just feel like it'll take too much out of you. We don't need that kind of man in our life right now. See, Tim Kasazu, he punch a lot too, but he's slow. You see that he could be dropped and stuff like that. I feel like you could wear him down, kind of like exactly what you did with Castaño, and get him out of there. Fundora is going to be a little bit more work because he's taller and you got to work yourself in there. Even though Tim Kasazu ain't small. He's like around the same type of height frame. But I'm just saying, like, I would rather fight somebody like around the same height than, you know, happen to deal with. Not that I'm not going to say that because me, I like fighting taller fighters. But I mean, like, his style. It's more his style. You know, a lot of stamina. He's a 100-hander. And if you don't know what I mean, Black Swan by 100-hander, it's like Castaño too. Somebody that throws a lot of punches and flurries and touching you everywhere. You know what I mean? One of those type of fighters. You know what I mean? So, he, you know, he's a 100-handed. Plus, he got good stamina. So, we don't need that kind of man in our life. Shout out to Big Texas Cletus Smith. Right, Cletus? We don't need that kind of man in our life. For real, yo, because that shit gonna be a lot. That's not me, you know what I mean, being like that. And he said E Honda, yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we don't need, leave him alone. Either move up to 60 or defend that bitch one time against what's his name, Tim Kasazu, and it'll be a big fight. You know what? Go to Australia. I got confidence in you, Mel. Fuck that. I got confidence in you, bro. Like, you really skilled, bro. They said they was slurping him last night too. They said, "Oh my gosh, you see the pivoting? You see the pivoting? We been knew he could do that." Like I told you, bro, peace be upon my brother Kurt Sugar. I'll never forget when me and him talked about Tony Harrison and Charlo too. He called me. He said, "Oh, yo," he was like, he was really impressed. He's like a dude like me. He wasn't really easily impressed like that. He was like, "Yo, he showed me a lot in this fight." He said he boxed on the. I never forget it. Kurt was really like genuinely impressed. He said he boxed on the outside. He boxed on the inside. He boxed mid range. He jabbed. He moved on the outside. Stamina, mental endurance. Like I said, don't let that outside antics fool you what's going on inside the ring. You know what? Let me just say this before I go. My uptown brother, his Sugar Ray. And you know, this is hard for me to admit because I'm a New York guy. Sugar Ray wasn't the best person outside of the ring. And I'm doing this to illustrate a purpose. He actually didn't function very well in his regular day-to-day life. He had a beautiful wife, kind of, used to drink and hit on her. And I'm just keeping it real. And this is not me comparing. I'm just trying to say, like, people sometimes when they in their personal life, they can't function. But when they get in that ring or do whatever their craft is, they completely, it's like Darryl Strawberry when I was a baby. They was telling me, yo, Darryl Strawberry was nice, but he couldn't get together his drug habit. Or like Stormy B told me, and I didn't even notice. He said Bruce Lee, was amazing. He said, you know what his Achilles heel was? My coach told me too. Drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be all the way real about everything. Just because somebody isn't solid in a regular life, that does. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care what. I do care as far as like I would never, mess with that person like that on that level to be cool with them and shit like that. But as far as when it comes to the performance in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, he could have been the worst person in the world. He could have been snatching purses from old ladies and all of that, bro. If he would have gotten the ring and been fighting how I like the style of fight of what I like to see, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have cared if nobody didn't like it. I'm going with him. That's just the type of person that I am, bro. I don't really go with my heart. I go with my mind. That's why even when they would read me like stories and stuff as a kid, I used to always like the hero that was that had it up here. I didn't like the dude with like physical force and stuff like that. I didn't. I always liked the dudes that were like outsmart, you know what I mean? Because they would have to plan a little more and go about it in a different way. So that's just the point that I'm saying. Like, sometimes people don't have it all together. Shoot, matter of fact, Alexander the Great, they said, shit, he didn't even function well if he wasn't in war. He didn't have the you would never thought he would have been able to organize, and take so much land. That's why he had to spend most of his life doing that, because when he wasn't doing that, he didn't function well if he wasn't in combat. And I gotta admit, Mel strikes me as one of those type of guys. He's a real warrior. He don't do good if he ain't in no combat. When we get to Rocky 4, you heard what he said when he went to Rocky's mansion. He said, Apollo, we ain't young like that no more. We can't do that thing like that no more. He said, no, Stallion. He said, we changing. He said, it's like we're regular people. He said, no, Stallion. Maybe you think you changing, but we're not changing. I don't want to change. I like who I am. He said, we born with something that you just can't turn on and off, Stallion. He said, without some great challenge, the Warriors might as well be dead. For real, I felt him. A lot of young boxers and my age and, younger, Need to go back and watch that, bro. That's why that's one of my favorite ones. I didn't like that Apollo died, but that was like a real boxer talking to another boxer, whether they active or not. You could tell that's two fighters talking to. That's how they talk. That's how we talk. And like I said, Apollo didn't function well in regular life. He did. We gonna build on it in Rocky 4. We gonna build on it in Rocky 4. Salute D Ray. Salute Supreme Beast. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes, they just like that. That's what they gotta do. All right, and before I go, man, again, I know I keep saying that, but it's stuff popping in my head. What the hell with Evander Holyfield's son, man? I'm banging the gavel. Oh, you lucky my gavel packed up somewhere, bro. It's probably in one of these boxes in the living room, man. Oh man, I gotta bang the gavel on you. Man, how you flop like that? You let Fernando Vargas' sons come there shining. See, that's a difference. I guess it do matter if your dad is in the corner. It actually, you know what I mean, even if he's not the head trainer, him just being there. Because Fernando Vargas' sons, I don't know what happened with the youngest one. I'm sure he won. He the best one out of them. Um, Salute Shepherd King. Damn, Holyfield son, that was bad. He got scoped. Oh, yeah, he got scoped. Salute to my brother, the number one grinder. Yeah, he got scoped, man. He got scoped. That was bad. Homeboy pull. It was almost a pull counter. He dropped that left. He was mad, but I don't know. I felt like you fell face first. When you fall face first, you can't be mad at the referee. That's what I always was told by my old heads. I'm dead serious. They said, yo, if you fall face first, that's your ass. Don't expect them to be nice to you. I was always told that. Never happened to me, God forbid. You know what I mean? Backwards or forwards. Thank God. I think my dad did leave me with that. A good chin. You know what I mean? He did, or I could have got it from my mom. Who knows? Oh, he said stretched out like a dirt. Oh man, yo, number one grinder, but that ain't funny though, bro. Like, that's bad. You know why? Because you a legend, son. And now dudes is gonna feel more comfortable going in there with you. And it's funny because Fernando Vargas' son talked about that. They got their own little like series or whatever. And let me tell you, Fernando, watch your middle son. He act too much like you, but he ain't. He the wackest one. I will. I want to spar all of them, but I think I will only get really good work from the last and the oldest. The middle son, I didn't. And I could tell personality wise, he is the most like his dad. I could see him being his dad's favorite. He said, "My dad, like he's real close." He said it too, like because I'm the most like him. He do remind me of him. Like he's like more the playboy. He more flashy. The youngest one is the coolest one out of all of them. He like the 8-time national champion. I've been knew about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he the one there just chilling, ready to go to work. But that's why I'm saying it was important. Salute, Tay Tay. He said, you talking about Evander Holy. I'm talking about Evander's son. Evander's son, if y'all didn't know, there was the Pulev card versus Kovalev. We was watching the Kovalev card and they had Cypress Hill. And I had to watch a little bit. Shout out to my Southside Jamaica Queens family. I had to watch a little bit of Onyx. I had to. I had to for my cousins. I had to. Even though it was kind of whack and I got bored with it, I had to flick back and forth from Showtime to that. I just wanted to see a little bit of what Onyx was doing. I just wanted to see a little bit what Onyx was doing. That ain't my time at all. You know what I mean? But I just want to Cypher's Hill. You know, but I just wanted to see a little bit of it. To be honest with you, I really wasn't really interested. The last one that I really cared about was I Go Front, like everybody else, was Dipset and D Block. Gotta keep it real. Gotta keep it real. I stayed up for that one. I did not miss that. The New York in me, you heard, it wouldn't allow me to. I probably would have been the last person out of all of us on YouTube that would have missed that one. And it was dope. We all watched it together backstage. I had a good time watching that with the brothers. But yeah, Holyfield son got to go back to the drawing board. I was a little worried when he. Never mind. I ain't gonna bring that up. But Mike Stafford was saying that don't drop the left, and Mike Stafford was saying like a lot of great things to him. He couldn't really make it translate in the ring, but she said, "You ain't got to tell me hit New York all day." Tay salute. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Salute landed a 216. Salute, bro. Salute. Y'all up early, man. Don't worry, we're gonna do something else later. I don't know what we're gonna do, but it might be another dope spill and boxing bill, but we may talk about another potential fight because I don't want to keep harping on this one because I'm gonna definitely be talking about it with 503. If 503 ain't somewhere celebrating uh 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 um drinking right now, or they because they say he hung over from the celebration. It said 503 hung over from the celebration. So, but with that being said, let me get ready to get up out of here, y'all. Y'all catch me on 503's platform, Usual Suspect Sundays. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe. If you subscribe, tell somebody else to subscribe. With that being said, salute to the LDBC, salute to the Usual Suspects, salute to the full Berserker clan. It's your boy Act Reach. I never steer you wrong, and I'm out. Peace.